so first time playing the Bioshock original game here. This is the remaster of the original, so the graphics will be a little bit better, but I believe it's the same. Adjust the brightness so the dark gray box is just barely visible. Which dark gray box? Okay, that one in the middle. Got it. Barely visible. It's the about there. Every bullet counts. Let's do medium. For people that haven't seen me play a variety game before, I usually don't play on the easiest, but I don't play games to like die constantly. I play games to enjoy the story, so medium's usually good. Mid-Atlantic, 1960. Playing games for fun like a casual chap.
They told me, son, you're special. You were born to do great things. You know what? They were right.
Yeah, I am not a Dark Souls gamer. Yeah, this game's a little bit more jump scary than Infinite, right? Because Infinite wasn't really a horror game, but this one's got a little bit more jump stuff to it. Is my understanding? Oh, subtitles. I turned the music off. I forgot the subtitles, though. We can do that now. Is that gameplay? Thank you, chat. Yeah, unfortunately, this one has some copyrighted music in it. So. Okay, I recognize that building from Infinite. There's also art subtitles. Oh, good call. Yeah, this is a remastered graphics version. Can a mod toggle sub-only mode off, by the way? I usually turn that off for variety games. Yeah, spoilers meet bans very quickly. That must be what art subtitles means. Propaganda. It's nice to see things clearly labeled. Wouldn't it be nice if real life had this? You like look up and you get to see propaganda next to things? That's fantastic. I have not done the Infinite DLC because I was told that has spoilers for the first game, so I want to do the first game first. So, controllers are a little bit less accurate for shooters, but in general, I prefer playing my game with controllers. I got through Infinite with the controller, and I was better at aiming by the end of it. So definitely a little bit less pinpoint, but like for things that aren't like competitive Twitch shooters, like.
I am Andrew Ryan, and I'm here to ask you a question. Is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? No, says the man in Washington, it belongs to the poor. No, says the man in the Vatican, it belongs to God. No, says the man in Moscow, it belongs to everyone. I rejected those answers. Instead, I chose something different. I chose the impossible. I chose Rapture. A city where the artist would not fear the censor, where the scientist would not be bound by petty morality, where the great would
Bound
not be
by
constrained
petty
by the small.
morality.
With the sweat of your brow, Rapture can become your city as well.
Unfortunately, this game does contain a variety of copyrighted music in it, so I have to disable the music for Twitch streaming. Or else my channel would risk getting banned. Oh, we're not supposed to be here, chat. Hey, Thrin, thanks for the 3/4 of a year. I'm glad. I've heard a lot of good things about this one, so interested to play it. Ammo selection, jump, use first aid, interact, reload. Okay.
Is it someone new?
Just a bit further. How do you like that, mister? Now, would you kindly find a crowbar or something? Bloody splicer. Seal Johnny in before they... Goddamn splicers.
The money, life, the money.
Yeah, game remaster looks very good for sure. Graphics look nice and clean. We can smash the debris.
Steinman.
What's going on, dead President? Kiki Court. Been some time. Food heals us in this one, similar to the other one. It's good. God, what a creepy setting. Oh yeah, let's inject ourselves with whatever this is. I'm sure that always ends well. I usually do variety segments for about 2 hours, lazy man.
Your genetic code is being rewritten. Just hold on and everything will be fine.
Oh man, the controller vibration is great.
This little fish looks like he just had his cherry popped. Wonder if he's still got some Adam on him. Let's buck. Weak! You're a weak chopper. This little fish ain't worth towing it with no big daddy. Yellow, always have been. You'll be no better off with Metal Daddy, little fish. See you floating from right here.
Am I going to enjoy the Metal Daddy chat?
Look, Mr. Bubbles, it's an angel. I can see light coming from his belly. Wait a minute, he's still breathing. It's all right. I know he'll be an angel soon.
You alright, Boyle? First time plasma's a real kick from a mule. But there's nothing like a fistful of lightning now, is there?
Oh, he's on the door switch. Got it. This all seems real safe. You know, being underwater, things crashing in through other things. Trash cans have loot in them too. That's good to know. Am I out of energy though? My bar at the top would imply I'm out of energy.
None of these other chumps will talk to me. Call the cops on me?
I picked up an item for Eve Restore. Where are my... You will use a shot if you need to. Okay, it automatically uses it. Got it. I was gonna ask, I don't think I saw a thing that... Okay, so there's an Eve hit. So I have four of them. You'll auto use this. Okay, that's perfect. That's super, super friendly. Yeah, I saw the number there. I wasn't sure how I activate them though.
How's that? I can control myself. I can.
Okay, so when it's empty, I hit it again and then it uses the Eve. Got it. Good to know.
Tell Ryan I'm sorry. No, I won't do it again. No, please, please.
I found her that way. Come back, please.
I've got a family. I need to get them out of here. But the splicers have cut me off from them. If you can reach them in Neptune's bounty, then maybe, just maybe... I know you must feel like the unluckiest man in the world right now. But you're the only hope I'll ever see my wife and child again. Go to Neptune's bounty. Find my family, please.
There to sing this song.
Is this person gonna attack me?
Baby and me! Baby and me!
Is it safe to assume everybody's hostile?
Everything. They destroyed our bodies, our minds. We couldn't handle it. Best friends butchering one another. Babies strangled in cribs.
Big yes.
The whole
Okay.
city went to hell.
You're too progressive for Rapture. Everybody's gonna be hostile.
I'll do what I want. It's my Adam. I earned it.
Or do you want this? I can do it. Open the damn
Spliced up. I just spliced up. And nobody's gonna want me.
last time. I warned ya.
Hey, Brenda, you care to tell me why you've had a hole in the wall ball the size of Plymouth Rock coming out of your crapper going on 3 weeks now? Nah, I ain't saying I'm Shakespeare. I'm trying to run a respectable theater. I got working folk coming in from Port Neptune trying to catch a little diversion. And all they can think about is the stink coming out of your shitter. Get it fixed.
Careful now. Would you kindly lower that weapon for a minute?
Yo, open up! Last time, I warned ya. Brenda!
You think that's a child down there? Don't be fooled. She's a little sister now. Somebody went and turned a sweet baby girl into a monster. Whatever you thought about right and wrong on the surface, well, that don't count for much down in Rapture. Those little sisters, they carry Adam, the genetic material that keeps the wheels of Rapture turning. Everybody wants it, everybody needs it. That's the big daddy. She got his Adam. He keeps her safe.
Oh, does this game not autosave? Are the autosaves in this game good? It does at some points. Okay. But we found money. Are there lots of ammo stations down here? Like there were in Infinite? Can you buy upgrades and stuff?
How dare
I didn't mean to hurt it!
Oh, I still had one.
If you spot a splicer in the water, hit him with the electrobolt.
Oh, let's not step in the water till the lightning finishes. Good call. Good call. Well, this is a remastered version. So these are not the original graphics. Yeah, someone mentioned in Infinite you can carry all the guns. That's nice.
Don't run!
You killed my dog!
Ryan! Andrew! Ryan! Found him. They shut off access to Neptune. There's another way to get there. Head to medical. What are you waiting for? Go!
Listen, yeah, I'm a loot goblin. Gotta make sure I pick up my prizes after we zap the shit.
Oh, Christ! You're trapped! Gonna try to override the exit from here.
So tell me, friend, which one of the bitches sent you? The KGB wolf or the CIA jackal? Here's the news. Rapture isn't some sunken ship for you to plunder. And Andrew Ryan isn't a giddy socialite who can be slapped around by government muscle. And with that, farewell, or das Vidania, whichever you prefer.
You call that tenderloin? If you serve that in any respectable hotel in New York, they pound you out of the ring.
Okay, so it auto saves when we change zones. That's cool. Yeah, it said it was saving at the bottom.
Now you've met Andrew Ryan, the bloody king of Rapture. Now find your way to emergency access.
What's the matter, Mary? Darling, you shouldn't have.
I don't feel so great. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and sometimes I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
That's just the plasmid blues, Mary. You just need to slow down a bit on the splicing. The more you know it, you'll be as right as rain. Remember, a smart splicer is a happy splicer.
Oh, the Circus of Value is the vending machine.
Bring a picnic lunch and we'll make...
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
I don't have much money, chat.
Day of it. I just adore this. The finest.
Am I supposed to look at the robot? Uh-oh. Hack security bots are friendly and will attack your enemies. Flip pipe segments by revealing hidden tiles. Swap them with other pipes to create a connected line. Guide the flow to the exit pipe. The zoo circle will reroute the machine for a desired effect. Oh. Okay, so if I do this, and then I can swap this in. Got it. I understand. Kinda. Alright, so I want to put this over here. And then I want to swap this in. And then I want to put this over here and this. Just like that. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'm currently playing on the PlayStation.
Keep away from my
Oh, they're killing each other. Hey, Nerf Blaster, thanks for the 15 months.
Phony ethics that held us back. Change your look, change your sex, change your race. It's yours to change. Nobody else's.
If you want to use the emergency access, you'll be needing Dr. Steinman's key. He's the one that runs this place. But I don't expect him to hand it to you out of the milk of human kindness. Steinman ain't that kind, and frankly, I'm not even sure he's still human.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out for some variety stuff. It's great to still see almost 900 people in here. I like Bioshock Infinite a lot. I imagine I'm going to like this one. If you can't make it, we're going to be playing this in the afternoons after my Magic segments in the morning, and it'll also go up on my YouTube channel in a playlist. So if you have to miss a day and you want to follow along with me start to finish, it'll all be up there. Ooh. You can't be in here for this one, dude. What's up?
You spell efficient?
Efficiency?
Yeah.
There you go. Enjoy. Had to look up a Minecraft book really quick. Minecraft.
Oh yes, right. Nothing. Come here now. Stop wasting my time, you horrid monster. We can see you.
Can you see me? Are we supposed to be going this way down here? And back through here? Oh, I think we unlocked the thing from earlier. Got it.
That won't work for long.
I am watching the ammo. You got special ammo to change ammo type. Pick the right one for the weapon. Interesting.
Stop wasting my time, you horrid monster. We can see you, you know.
Inferior quality.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never played a Resident Evil game, so I'm not sure if that's a style of game that I would enjoy. I'd have to look it up and see what kind of game it is.
You promised me pretty, Steinman. You promised me pretty. Look at me. Look at me.
You keep an eye peeled for Steinman. The daft bastard set up shop in the surgery wing. You want to find him? Just follow the blood.
She was up for the part as well.
Adam presents new problems for the profession. As your tools improve, so do your standards. There was a time I was happy enough to take off a warden to turn a real circus freak into something you can show in the daylight, but
Remember, all them machines will short out right and proper if you hit them with electromotors.
Oh, you can hack them while they're still alive. That's interesting. You found machine gun rounds. You zap it and then you can hack it. Okay, got it.
You call that tenderloin? If you serve that in any respectable hotel in New York, they'd laugh you out of town. I'm your better.
Did I miss an audio log? Oh, there was.
I am beautiful, yes. Look at me. What could I do to make my features finer? With Adam and my scalpel, I have been transformed. But is there not something better? What if now it is not my skill that fails me, but my imagination? Picasso became bored of painting people, he started representing them as cubes and other abstract forms. The world called him a genius. I've spent my entire surgical career creating the same tired shapes over and over again. The upturned nose.
Security cameras. I can hear the infernal things all around you. Ryan's eyes and ears.
I'm going the wrong way. Why is Adanto Vanguard better than Seasoned Hollowblade and Red White Midrange? Because you want it to be a threat that can survive against removal heavy decks, and you'd rather pay life as a resource rather than spending cards as a resource. He's gonna make Mythic with it? Yeah, baby. It's easier to give up life than cards in most matchups, yeah. Adanto is better against control, Hollowblade's better against aggro. It's better to uncover everything and then use what you have to work with. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just gonna, that looks like an extra area. I'm just gonna keep progressing the way it tells me to go. Adanto doesn't tap, but it is 3 attack on defense, which is relevant. How pleasant.
Patients ask so many questions. Sometimes
Welcome to the Circus of Values.
Man, everything's so expensive, chat. The free market ensures fair prices. Oh, I think we drank something we shouldn't have, chat.
You better come out. I just want
Oh, damn it.
Got him!
Well, we're dead. We're dead and we're broke, chat. It's awkward that when I tap the cycle weapon button, it cycles through weapons that don't have ammo. It's good to know, I guess.
Steinman, I know Medical Pavilion is your matter, but you might want to cogitate on this. Ocean water is colder than a witch's tit. You don't heat the pipes freeze. Pipes freeze, pipes burst. Then Rapture leaks. Now, I realise you're a posh sort of geezer, and frankly, I don't give a toss if you piss or go fishing. But once Rapture starts leaking, the old girl's never gonna stop. And then I'll be sure to tell Ryan he's got you to thank.
Oof.
Why do we have two eyes? Is there some law that says we must? Two arms, two legs, two ears, two breasts.
This plays like more of this Shrelling than Infinite. Yeah, it makes sense.
You'll have to find some way to get through to surgery and Steinman. Chin up now. The Lord hates a quitter. I can hear that splicer sounding off like it's the 4th of July. Explosives are hard to come by down here. But if you get your hands on one of them telekinesis plasmids, you can catch the damn firebombs and toss it right back in his gob. Or anything else that might be standing in your way.
Welcome.
Wallet a little light? At Surgical Savings, we'll happily work out an affordable payment plan for any major procedure. Potentially terminal illnesses won't wait until payday, should you?
Part of me wants to think that these games maybe help shape some people's political beliefs, but another part of me sees all the idiots that talk about how they need their games to not be political. And it just, like, really makes me chuckle. Like, people grew up playing games like these, and they think their games aren't political. Like, come on now.
They call upon their out.
What is that there? Hello? Don't you disrespect me!
How many catastrophes were lost in It's the key. Light the torch on the drop. Is this great inverse? Ancient lie which has driven humanity to an endless cycle of guilt and faith.
Wants me to go down this way?
Damn it, someone get the nurse! The nurses don't like me. Judgmental.
Need to find a new power to get through there. Well, that's the way it wants me to go. Oh, we went through up over here earlier, right? Eternal flame. Oh, right, this is where the security camera was. Bolt the bird. I'm running low on resources.
Parasite one.
Incineration. When it absolutely positively has to erupt in flames, don't wait, incinerate.
Light up foes to 1,000 degrees. Warning, fire spreads.
We were built on in the doubt and the fly spoil our to the man or woman who is this weak.
Not expecting this whole fight!
Oh, that was oil. I thought it was, what's it called? Water. Worked all the same.
Big daddies, the little sisters. He pumps some kind of chemical scent in the air. Pheromones, they call it. Makes them all dance to his tune.
What pleasant charred corpses. Easy kills do save ammo. I've not, runner, and no spoilers in chat. We're playing through this one cold. Dark, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, the heat distortion coming off our hand is definitely something. Missed something on the ground in the briefcase. Nope, just a saw. Oh, nice. Nice eye with the machine gun rounds. If I'm about to walk past an item, feel free to point it out to me.
Andrew Ryan.
I'm open! Who's that? Nurse? Help me find this patient. Nurse?
For fuck's sake.
Come, let me take care of you.
Trial Lot 44, Dr. Suchong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Subject age white male, one Roland Wallace. Can you hear me, Mr. Wallace?
Yes, sir, Mr. Suchong, sir.
Very well. Right, I'm introducing Lot 44 now. We've codenamed the Lot 44 Enrage because of its tendency to... Nurse? Hold him down! Nurse!
They called it Enrage, but they didn't restrain him proactively. That's just good decision making, chat. I feel like the kind doctor got what he deserved on that one.
touch me. Oh, where are you going?
Darling!
Clean it up! Clean it up! Go and run! Oh, yes.
Definitely more jump scary than Infinite. Yeah, the fact that you have to queue up the plasma away from your weapon is kind of awkward. Makes the combat feel less smooth. Kiel Station, $16.
At the German prison camp, they put me to work on genetic experiments on other prisoners. They call me das Wunderkind, a wonder child. Germans. All they can talk about is blue eyes and the shape of forehead. All I care about is, why is this one born strong and that one weak? This one smart, that one stupid. All that killing. You think the Germans could have been interested in something useful?
Clinical trial lot 23, Dr. Suchong, client Confronting Futuristics. Work on telekinesis plasmid proceeding well. Lifting objects at distance presents no problem. Moving objects through space, no problem. Cannot stop speeding bullet, but can catch and throw faster moving object. Problem not with plasmid. Problem with reaction time. Suchong just get new idea for plasmid.
Pick up big stuff with your mind and throw it at your enemies. What else do you need to know? You've run out of slots. You'll have to replace a plasmid. You can buy more slots at the Gatherer's Garden. Replacement plasmids can be re-equipped at a gene bank.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back.
Hold L2 to grab objects, release L2 to throw them, or press square to drop them. Hold L2 to catch grenades or cannonballs. Neat. I'm probably not going to be good enough to get that. I think the old Buckshot and I are gonna be quick friends, chap. You gotta have Mountain Dew assisted aim for that, yep. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, so we get hurt when we fail a hack. Got it. Okay, let's try one more time. Hey, we did it. Feels like a good place to practice. First try. The hacking navigation's probably a bit easier on a keyboard and mouse, I imagine. Doing it on the controller's a little rough. This is a remaster, Whiskey Dingo, so it does look a little bit better than the original. Yeah, if you put it on your wish list for whatever platform, PC, or console that you use, it frequently goes on sale. Like, I got this for $10, Bioshock 1 and 2. Whoops. Alright, note to self, he explodes after. Yeah, these older games go on sale quite frequently.
What's the matter, Frank?
It's this thinning less and less.
You know the problem's not in your hair. It's in your genes.
Hey, I don't go into all that splicing stuff. I'm buddies. It's not safe.
Shows you what your buddy knows. Go over to Genetic Horizons for a trial of fresh hair. Fresh hair not only gives you a full head of thick hair, but it's 100% safe.
If you break the health station, you get a med kit. That's good to know.
Maybe it's time for me to get
I
a
don't
little
want to
fresh
hurt
hair.
you, but sometimes like this toxic, septic, unsanitary. Is somebody there? Are you there? The nurse doesn't like you, but I do. I guess I'll see him.
Oh, I have to throw it at the door. Got it.
Keep away from my patients!
Got it.
Today I had lunch with the goddess. Steinman, she said. I'm here to free you from the tyranny of the commonplace. I'm here to show you a new kind of beauty. I asked her, what do you mean, goddess? Symmetry, dear Steinman. It's time we did something about symmetry.
Electric. Okay, got it. What is the thing for? New combat tonic. Ryan Industries introduced the latest wartime deterrent genetics. Oh yes, wartime deterrent. Static discharge makes you a walking Tesla coil, zapping anything and everything foolish enough to strike you. Feel safe, be safe with static discharge. Oh, is this just like a static bonus? It just like is always on me? Yeah, sweet. Okay, and it's not a consumable. Feel like we've been in this level for a little bit. I'm gonna save just in case. Nah, I ain't really about that stealth life. Except for, like, cameras. Okay, well, we're gonna stop with that before we die. I do have an auto hack, but the hoarding RPG player in me dictates that I save that for later.
What can I do with this one, Aphrodite? She won't stay. I want to make them beautiful, but they always turn out wrong. That was too fat. This was too tall. This was too symmetrical. And now, what's this goddess? An intruder. He's ugly. 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 Look at you. Here he is.
Make sure you get the key off Steinman. Head back to emergency access. I'm I'm working my way to the backside of Port Neptune myself. We'll get there soon enough.
Well, I feel like we should save after that one because we're could use the oil tube. Yeah, I don't have fire on it. I tried zapping it with lightning, but it didn't light with the lightning this time. I feel like the doctor should have more first aid kits. Worth the auto hack. I don't think he was the first aid kind of doctor. That's fair. I feel like there is an uncomfortable amount of water on the ground at various parts inside of this city underwater. I feel like I'm very surprised more of the city isn't underwater. I don't feel like there's anything strange about the audio on my end that I'm hearing.
4-0 silk and done.
The nose looks terrific, Dr. Steinman. Doctor?
You know, looking at it now, I didn't realize how much your face sags. Scalpel?
Excuse me?
Scalpel.
Doctor, she's not booked for a facelift.
Let's just come in here and...
Doctor, stop cutting. Doctor, stop cutting. Get me the chief of surgery. Get me the chief of surgery now!
It's not creepy at all. Rapture has plot armor and only leaks when story appropriate. Big mood. I think the dialogue is much lower than I can adjust that a little bit. You're right. The dialogue is a little bit lower than. Pull the effects down a touch.
Stop running like a fool!
Come and get it.
I like the person. Like the germs. The germs, they get under your nails. They crawl around at night. Oh, God damn it. Someone get the nurse.
The DLC in Infinite is set from before the Rapture goes crazy. Oh, that actually sounds really interesting.
Sister is a criminal offense. Do not approach the little sisters.
Sounds like another tunnel collapse. Welcome to Rapture, the world's fastest growing pilot joke.
be shot next.
Easy now, Doctor. He's just looking for a wee bit of Adam. Just enough to get by.
I'll not have him hurt my little ones.
It's okay, lad. That's not a child. Not anymore, it ain't. Dr. Tenenbaum saw to that.
Bitte do not hurt her. Have you no heart?
Aye, that's a pretty sermon coming from the ghoul who cooked up them creatures in the first place. Took fine little girls and turned them into that, didn't you? Listen to me, boyo. You won't survive without the Adam those things are carrying. Are you prepared to trade your life, the lives of my wife and child, for Tenenbaum's little Frankensteins?
Here! There is another way. Use this. Free them from their torment. I will make it to be worth your while. Somehow.
Choose whether to rescue the little sister or harvest her. If you harvest her, you get maximum Adam to spend on plasmids, but she will not survive the process. If you rescue her, you get less Adam, but the Tenenbaum has promised to make it worth your while.
No! 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 No!
Oh, it turns them back into actual children.
The path of the righteous is not always easy, yes. The reward will become clear in time. Be patient.
Tenenbaum's playing you for a sap. Those things may look like wee little girls, but looks don't make it so. You need all the Adam you can get to survive. If you cross paths with another of them gatherers garden machines, make sure you pick up a new plasmid or two. That's if the price ain't too dear, of course.
Not only are those little girls veritable atom factories, they're nearly indestructible. They regenerate any wounded flesh with stem versions of the dead cell. But their relationship with the implanted slugs is symbiotic. If you harvest the slug, the host will die. So you see, it's not like killing, Tenenbaum said. It's more like removing a terminal patient from life support.
Rages the target and causes it to attack. Reduces all physical damage. Increase your maximum health. Increase your maximum Eve. Where's my money at? Does it not have it listed on the screen? Oh, insufficient funds. Got it. Oh, Adam is different. That's not money, it's something. Okay, Adam is... You didn't use money, you used Adam. Oh, okay, so that's the upgrade. Got it. They're gene bucks. Oh, and if I would have chosen to murder the child, it would have given me more gene bucks. It would have doubled it up. Okay. Nah, it's fine. We're only playing on medium. We cannot murder children. Being cruel is more profitable. The libertarian mindset. Ah, free market capitalism. You never work without regulations. Never forget, chat. Capitalism would disembowel you and sell you for parts if it was profitable to do so. The free markets dictate it.
Sometimes I think you make mistakes.
You're ready now. It's time to take on one of them big daddies. It won't be easy, but it's the only way to get the little sisters and the Adam they carry.
Another little sister ahead. To get the Adam from her, you must deal with Big Daddy first. Oh, I can't carry more first aid kits. Got it. Probably gonna need it after we do this. Yeah, I was just about to say, let's tap the save button. So I have electric buck, anti-personnel rounds. So I can just leave him alone, right? I don't have to fight him. We can just leave him alone. How much harder is the game if we don't fight them?
I'm ready for dream time, Mr. B.
Oh, but we technically get to save the girl. Okay, that's fair. I'm trying to find my character's inspiration to fight the giant machine, chat.
Not a boy spider. Daddy on my knee. Daddy on my knee.
Is it like bugged?
Thank you.
Big Daddy got mana screwed. So here's another one. Is there a child with this one or no? Not every Big Daddy has a little sister. Weird. The first one just got bugged. Yeah, I think so. I think that was the case.
On the surface, the parasite expects the doctor to heal them for free, the farmer to feed them out of charity. How little they differ from the pervert who prowls the streets looking for a victim he can ravish for his grotesque amusement.
Wow, what a comparison. Expecting to eat is the same as being a rapist. Good lord.
Are you almost back to emergency access? Come through as soon as you get there. You got Ryan's eye now. You won't hear him coming, but he'll be there before you know it.
The parasite hates three things: free markets, free will, and free men.
Welcome to the circus of
It hates free markets, free will, and free men. Oh, man.
I promise to do no harm.
Right? They explode. There's a med kit back here I couldn't pick up a second ago. Oh, right. We were here earlier. Where were we supposed to be going? Oh, right. This was locked earlier.
Thank you for your patience.
I don't know how you managed it, but you did. Come through to Port Neptune now. I'm looking forward to shaking your hand.
Thanks everybody for hanging out this afternoon, by the way. Great to still see over 600 people in here. If there's anybody new to the show, I've had my activity feed covered. We've had a few new follows. If you're still here hanging out for the Bioshock for my first playthrough, thanks for dropping in today. Looks like Connor Burke, Fredwick, Dark Infinite, BLCD. I moved my Twitch chat so I could still read it while I'm playing, and it was accidentally over my notifications. We're going to be hanging out playing this in the afternoons. I stream full time here on Twitch. I do Magic the Gathering most mornings as my primary game, and then I rotate through different variety stuff in the afternoons, mostly single player story driven stuff like this. We played Bioshock Infinite somewhat recently, and that was good, so I figured we'd poke back into this one.
You had the pleasure of Andrew Ryan's company. He's the one who built this place, and he's the one who ran it into the ground. Nobody knows exactly what happened. Maybe he went mad. Maybe the power got to him. Maybe he just decided he didn't like people. Whichever way you slice it, good men died. My family's in a submarine hidden in the foundation of Fontaine Fisheries. I'll meet you there.
Smuggling in Bibles. Oh, right. Religion is not allowed, right? Oh, swap gene upgrades. This is where I can put the telekinesis back and go back to fire, right? Yeah, I just wasn't really enjoying Pikmin. I don't think I'm gonna take variety suggestions / submissions anymore for games that aren't fully voice acted. I mostly play games like these for the story, and not having things voice acted just hurts the experience for me too much. Jeff is a card game player, so he can't really read. Yeah, Nier was an appropriate amount of voice acting. I enjoyed Nier Automata. As long as like most of the what's it called? As long as most of the main story is all done, I'm okay with that. Other games I played recently, Witcher 3, Horizon Zero Dawn was another great one we did. We played the new Spider-Man game when that came out. A lot of third and first person action games like those. Yeah, the new Nier's on my radar. Oh, we did Ratchet and Clank. I plan to do the new Ratchet and Clank when that drops for the PlayStation in June. I really liked that game. Yeah, I actually did the first part of FF7R already, and I'm definitely gonna do the second part when it drops. So if you didn't see my playthrough of the first part of FF7R, that one's up on my YouTube channel in a playlist already. But yeah, that game was excellent.
Whenever anyone wants others to do their work, they call it on their house. Never mind your own needs, they say. Think of the needs of
You have shown kindness to my little ones, but are you really a friend to us? Regardless, a little one brings you a gift. It demonstrates our appreciation.
Tenenbaum wants to reward you. The reward will be inside a teddy bear at a gatherer's garden. Where are those on here? Gatherer's garden. Doesn't look like I have an icon for those. Things like Disco Elysium and Divinity Original Sin are okay, but I think I'm going to... Oh, it is a Gatherer's... Oh, it is in the icon there. You're right. It's the face. Got it. I think I'm going to stick to more first-person and third-person action games for my variety stuff. I've not found on this limit. Oh, okay, so things that I haven't come across yet aren't revealed. Got it. That makes sense. I get my fair share of turn-based stuff from the card games we do in the morning, so I think I want to stick to more action stuff for variety. Is that gonna explode? Maybe. Yes, okay, yeah. You can pick it up with telekinesis. Oh, that's a thought. Well, the colors change as we go to different areas. Medical expert, your first aid kits will go farther, healing sickness injuries at a rate you'll find astonishing. That's annoying.
I'll kill your first!
Oh, accidentally pressed the heal button by mistake instead of jump. Awkward. It's awkward that it uses heals when you're at full. Maybe I wasn't quite at full.
Sister is a criminal offense. Do not approach the little sisters.
The gun is empty.
I traded you, oh Lord, for mammon. I will be done!
Well. That's the teddy bear I just passed up top. Got it. You have found your first reward for saving the little sisters. Oh, so she gives us extra ones anyways. That's nice. Hypnotized plasmoid will fool a big daddy into protecting you as if you were its own little sister. Cute. Okay, so if there's a big daddy alongside
Cry out
enemies.
for Big Daddy's help. Make him think you're a little sister. Watch as he fights to protect you.
So wait, reduces all physical damage. This is just an upgrade I always have? Or do I have to equip it or anything? Like how do these work? Does it take up a slot? First aid kits also give you Eve. Interesting. How many slots do I get? Oh, those are the two things that I have. Okay. Okay, and I have this static discharge. Now I can equip this here. Increased damage deal to cameras, bots, and turrets. Security expert, speed hacker, reduces the flow when hacking. I kind of like the idea of this. Oh, this is a physical tonic. How do I tell which slot they go in? So is there... Oh, this is... Okay, I actually haven't seen this yet. A Gather's Garden, will you spend your Adam... Do you think I want Icy Blast? Is Icy Blast better than... Is Icy Blast better than the Lightning, do we think? Which one does more damage? The Lightning's probably better against the various machines, right? I can save some Adam, because I assume at the next Adam machine I find, the next Adam machine I find, I'll be able to buy more health and stuff at, right? I want a snack slot. Oh, is this a different slot? Someone said by the color, but these are all the same. I don't know, I think I want to save to, like, make myself less squishy at the future ones. I don't really know that I want to carry a third spell. It's already kind of clunky switching back and forth between, like, the spell and the weapon. I think I'm just gonna chill and hold on to the rest of the Adam for the next upgrade machines. That way I can, that way I can get extra health at it. Combat tonics, engineering tonics, plasmids. Oh, okay, so these are engineering. So I could go get, like, the hacking faster one and it wouldn't take up one of my other slots. So this one, speedy hacker, and... Okay, yeah, let's get a couple of these then. Oh, no, this is... Ooh, that's bad. How do I tell? Is there, like, a color or something on them? Someone said there was a color earlier, but I don't see looking at it. I'm just gonna... I'll spend... Let's just play some more. I don't want to fart around in this for too long. I'm only gonna play for another 10 or 15 minutes. I gotta go be an adult for a while. Well, I think this is background from where we were earlier, right? Yes. Yes, it is. Got it. Okay, so I want to go this way. I do miss, the arrow up top is a lot less elegant than Infinite's arrow on the ground for sure, because it's a little more vague.
Who can blame a lady who craves variety?
What's going on, drummer? What's going on, Pixie? Yeah, usually we're a little bit less busy during variety stuff, so I toggle the chat open. I appreciate the people that hang out for the on-magic stuff. Of course we knock with the wrench.
Atlas radioed on ahead. Says you were looking for an invite to the fisheries. Nuts, I say. But if your heads up to the Warp Master's office and find old Peach a research camera, maybe I could manage an invite. Well, what was that? My friend, you are fucked.
My youth! My rose! I want it back! I want it back! Can't we be together? Can't we?
You almost died, I'm sending something first. Now watch your back. No. It's too tough for you. Look on the conveyor belt. You'll find something to keep you alive. Now, go get that camera and then snapshots of those that crawls on the ceiling. Then I'll let you into the fisheries. Just remember, sonny friend, I smell an ounce of Fontaine on you, and I'll have you in a box. Atlas gives you the vouch, but I ain't turning my eye just on his say-so.
Grown man jumping at ghosts. Fontaine's dead, and everybody knows it. In the ground for months, and half the place still jumping at his shadow. Christ, even Ryan. You never mind all that. We got work to do.
Mr. Coswell? He's at.
Seems like old Peach knows where to find a research camera. He seems a decent enough sort. No doubt he'll wait until after you've done it there and to stick a shiv in your mouth.
Rapture reminder. We all have those days, and the temptation to break curfew to make a little extra out of
Self-area.
I think it depends on what your setting is, Digital Drummer. I think if you're hanging out with other people that are also fully vaccinated, I'd mostly be okay with that. But if it's just gonna be like random people in a public place, like Christy and I actually had another couple over last night that have both been fully vaccinated. So like we went for a hike and then we played a board game afterwards with the kids in our home. So, like something like that in a house, like. Yeah, check out the CDC guidelines, but people who are vaccinated, hanging out with other people that are vaccinated, like, that's the point of the vaccine, is to get things back to, you know, normalcy. Yeah, if you're playing with random people, I'd also encourage you not to let them play casual REL and don't expect them to be cutting your deck. At the game, my son. Oh, we were talking. The game Declan was talking about was Pokemon Snap. Was hanging out. So the United States is really bad at like things that require you to care about other people. You know, like social distancing and being responsible. But we're really pretty good at problems that only require you to throw money at them.
You don't know what
Save me, Big Daddy! Thank you, Daddy. That is true. I would also, honestly, it's not even just medical advice. You should go talk to, don't listen to me, random Twitch shitter. Go look at what the CDC guidelines are and what your local guidelines are for things. I, random shitter on Twitch, are not a good source of medical advice. Even if I am more cautious than most.
I saw one of these smugglers having a game of catching on the docks today. And this surprised me because his hands were crippled during the war. He was unloading the barge the other day when he was bitten from the sea slug. He woke up the next morning and he found he could move his fingers for the first time in years. I asked him if he still had that sea slug. As luck would have it, he did.
Interesting. All right, I think this is probably a good stopping point with Big Daddy here standing over us. So, speaking of vaccines and stuff, I'm going to be back with more Bioshock tomorrow afternoon. This seems like a fun run and gun with a reasonable story similar to Infinite. So we're going to be back with this one about 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Wednesday, my wife and I have our second vaccine appointment Wednesday afternoon. So I will be off Wednesday afternoon. I'm still planning to do some magic in the morning, but we have our appointments at like 2 and 3 o'clock. And then Thursday, expecting potential side effects, from the vaccine. I'm taking all of Thursday off. And then Friday, assuming my wife and I are feeling better, I plan to be back with Magic into Bioshock again. But this will be our afternoon variety game for the time being. So thanks everybody for hanging out. Remember, if you didn't see my Infinite playthrough or you want to check that out, Bioshock Infinite as well as a bunch of the other variety games people are asking about, like Final Fantasy VII Remaster. I did the first part of that already. You can find those up in a playlist on my YouTube channel, in addition to all my Magic stuff. Thanks for hanging out, and hopefully I'll catch some of you all around again tomorrow. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday, wherever you're at in the world.